All right, it's a week later, and I have officially watched one of the two movies they wanted me to watch. This one was called Kill Mode. He'll put it up on the screen so you can see what it is. And let me just say that the cover is better than the movie.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So basically what the movie is, and I'll just go through it as quick as I can. It's like a farm. There's supposed to be like some virus that comes out, and it basically destroys the world.
In 2022, a bacterium killed 31 million people. We called it the sickness. Within months, a treatment was released, but it came at a high price and made the company the largest corporation in the world. One group fought back. Their mission? To find out if the company created the sickness, so the world would know the truth. But the company is closing in.
You don't get like any graphic of how many people died or anything. It just says a pharmaceutical company created a vaccine. Sound familiar? Created a vaccine, and now like they have basically control of like the globe.
So
Like,
Umbrella.
kind of, but it's not like a vaccine that turns you into like, I'm assuming you just die. It's kind of like the bubonic plague or something. And first off, the opening scene is god awful, right? They're walking through like this warehouse, and you can tell that it was on such a low budget that, normally cameramen, they have like a harness that'll strap to them if they're doing like, they want to do like certain shots. Well, it's just constantly like moving up and down, and like it's not supposed to be like shaky cam. It's just not steady throughout the entire movie. So take your Dramamine or your motion sickness pills, because this is going to jack you up pretty good. The main guy, who kind of looks like Steven Crowder, his name's David. He's he's actually the best part of the movie. But he's got like this snarky, like, I'm supposed to be like this badass. And like in the first 20 minutes of the movie, he gets in this terribly choreographed fight scene.
No.
And then gets beat up by this other dude who's, if you see the cover, like in this robotic suit. But because they don't have the budget, the camera pans to a little girl who's trying to protect, who has superpowers, who somehow is the cure, I guess. Sounds more like Umbrella.
What is this crap?
So like it's weird because like she'll go in the corner and then it just pans back, and then you just see the guy being like lifted and like thrown. And then once again goes back to the girl, and then pans up, and he's just laying like on a catwalk with like blood coming out of his mouth.
Wait, is Steven Crowder you're talking about?
Yeah, David.
Okay.
And
Just call him
then
Steven.
Then it just goes 8 years later. The girl's gone. You don't know what the hell happened. It did like a PowerPoint like just edit where it just goes across. So the editing was terrible. Story was not bad if they had the budget. I get they don't have the budget. The main bad guy was just an idiot. He was just a typical, oh, I am the insurance plan, that kind of thing. It's just like this generic black guy with this, it looks like PVC pipe that's just spray painted black mecha suit. David basically gets coerced into going after the girl after about 10 minutes of doing like a punching bag montage.
Okay,
like, I got to go after her 8 years later.
He's retired, pretty much.
Pretty much. He goes back after the girl. He saves the girl. Spoiler alert, not that you're ever going to watch this crap. He dies. But the girl, I think her name's like Emily or something, the one who's like the cure, ends up like saving, or like ends up killing the main bad guy, and then the movie kind of ends. I would give this like a 2 out of 10 at the most. It wasn't terrible. It does feel like they tried to make it grand, like very grandiose, or like very like big budget. They had CGI helicopters flying around and crap, but it's just.
Did you watch this alone?
I did. I watched it before I came
So
here.
when did that make you?
No, I'm not gonna make her watch this. And like, I don't. It just feels like if put it this way, there's a good story here, if you have the money. Don't make a movie if you don't have the money and try to make. It's like, oh, we're gonna make a big zombie movie, but then you don't have the makeup artist to do zombie effects.
Mm-hmm.
What the f are you doing? That's like my issue with this kind of thing, where it's like you bit off more than you can chew. And the cameraman couldn't hold the freaking camera steady. Like, you're in over your shoes. The main guy, David, is not bad, but yeah, I'd say a 2. I'd say a 39 out of 100.
Okay, so let me go back to sort of, what does in over your shoes mean?
In over.
You just said that.
In over your head is what I think.
No, I think what I was saying is like, like if your weight is You
No,
know,
I think you just made
your weight
that
is
up.
over your shoes. You're gonna fall on your face. You're in over your shoes.
Okay, I've never heard that saying.
Never heard it, but either way, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
The movie was
So
trash.
I have another question.
Yeah, ask away because I got
I got
the.
another
Is his name David in the movie or Dave?
His name's David.
His name's David in the
His
movie?
name's David in the
Because
movie.
his real name is Dave.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
What a threat.
It's probably because like he was on set and they were probably just like
No,
he wouldn't respond.
The
to his
hero
actual
girl
character.
is her name Molly.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
I did find out that this is a prequel
Oh, jeez.
to another movie that came out I think 2 years earlier. But if this had bad budgeting, then the other one.
So you think they
No.
bring Steven Crowder back
The bad guy's name.
to life in this next one?
Well, I'm assuming he wasn't in the original, right? If he died in this prequel,
So I
That's
got so
true.
many questions. Does he die at the end of the movie, or
dies at the end. yeah.
Okay, so he's kind of like Reese from Terminator.
You know what? Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
Yeah,
and I
kind
got
of.
another question. Does he look like Steven Crowder when you see him in the movie, or not really?
So if when the camera's so shaky sometimes.
Okay, so
no, so he does have like Steven Crowder, and if you don't know who Steven Crowder
Angel
is,
put it up.
he's
Angel
the
put
host
it
of Louder of Crowder on YouTube. It's got a huge following. But you know how Crowder sometimes hair is kind of just like it's kind of like floppy. The guy has the same hair. That's really it. He's a really kind of a doofus character. Oh, another thing, they have CGI muzzle flare for their guns, and they're like doing this
Oh no.
to like represent recoil, which. One guy's walking in with like a long rifle in a hallway, and I'm like, that's not very CQB training, like whatever close quarter battle.
Yeah.
And then also CGI blood. One scene like the lady's like bleeding at the very beginning. She's like, "You gotta destroy the drives," and then just dies. And he like touches her, but then when he moves his hand away, there's no blood. So you can
Okay.
see it was CGI.
So if you have to guess how much this money had for a budget,
this was a shoestring budget.
okay, guys, how much money movie this had, whatever.
The budget?
How much? How much?
Shoestring budget. I'd say maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple $100,000. Like it's really low. No way it's a mil. Should we let him maybe read like just 2 reviews and see what they say? So if
There
I
might
see
not
if
be
I'm-
reviews
There's
on
not,
it.
I think
Well,
it's not
yeah,
even rated. I don't
It
think
is.
it's
It
even
is rated. IMDb. It's
got it on there?
3.0. I'm on it right now.
Okay, read
No,
that
I
comment.
I
out
meant
loud.
rated, like rated R or any of that. It wasn't. At least it says it's not.
You want to see user reviews? Is that
Yeah,
what you want?
just read like 2 comments so they can see if like I got
Okay,
the
let
same.
me see if I can find something here
God.
without it making.
This is gonna be bad.
without it
And once
talking.
again, this is for I don't even remember the name.
one out of 10. This one says.
You gave it higher than that.
Okay.
Well, you give it 2 out of 10, then you
Alright,
give it
well,
a
it
37 out
says
of 100.
This title is shaky to say, at least.
Shaky to say the least.
I see
shaky
what they
to-
did
Sorry,
there.
shaky to say the least.
Yeah,
Okay.
shaky, man.
Shaky
Sec-
like the camera.
And then the 1 out of 10. The next one is my eyes are bleeding.
Wait, did they leave detail or is it just that?
No, these are
No, no.
comments.
These are the titles of the comments. You want me to read?
yeah,
some of them?
read their entire thing. there.
You will struggle to watch this useless. You will struggle to watch this unless you're taking your seasick pills.
You
See,
just
so I
said
told
that.
you.
Yeah, you're right. So the guy in charge of the tripod took a week off.
That's a good one.
It should come with a health warning. That's what it says.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you have motion sickness or what's
Oh
the
my god,
other
this
one?
one's bad. Just the first paragraph. I think Michael J. Fox was the cameraman. That's
Okay,
bad.
let's leave it there.
That's
Let's
a-
not-
that's-
I'm not laughing at
That's
that.
disrespectful. We're
Let's
not
end
gonna-
it. This
Yeah.
is.
I actually met Michael J. Fox, and he is a really nice person.
But anyways, that's the I guess the recap of Kill Mode. The battle for
So-
humanity has just begun, and I guess next week I'll cover.
You gonna watch the next one after that sequel?
No, I think the when I looked it up, I think the prequel's called Molly, so that should have made sense that the main girl's name was Molly. I didn't draw the connection there. This was not good. Not surprised. It only cost $1.25, but I'll watch that other one with what's his name, Chad Michael Murray or
Yeah,
something.
and Danielle Harris.
I'll watch that one next week, and then we'll go over that and see.
I feel like the only way you can go from here is up.
I don't know.
Well, we agree. The other one looked like it might have had a budget too. This one we knew was going to be garbage. He's literally wearing PV. It looks like they broke apart an old school hockey net, like that you'd use in the
Yeah,
street,
I see that.
and just pieced it together around his head, tried to make a.
So
mech
is the suit supposed to make him super strong? I'm confused.
Yeah, so like,
it's supposed to be like armor.
the guy that has like the left arm, it's almost like the power suit
Oh,
from
wait, left arm?
From, yeah, because it's only like one arm
Oh my god.
is like power, and the other one you just like hold your gun. It's really weird.
my
the estimated budget $400,000.
Yeah, so when I say a couple
So
hundred
I
thousand,
think
yeah.
what 150 went to fake Steven Crowder, 50,000 went to the catering services probably. So you're looking about 200,000 for.
It's pretty new. March 16th, 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah,
so.
it is
That's
relatively
3
new.
years. I mean,
Hour and 37
Yikes.
minutes.
Now, do you think this
3 out
happened?
of 10.
I don't want to hear any more
No,
answers to the
one last
questions you're
question.
asking.
One last question. Do you think this suffered a lot because of the pandemic, or is it just a crappy movie? Because right during the pandemic time.
Well, I feel like this is probably straight. This is probably like VOD, right? Video on demand. I don't think. Well, clearly not, because they made
went straight
hard
to-
copies.
Yeah.
I'm sure everything suffered because of COVID. So yeah, I'm sure that it didn't help it, but I don't know how much it hurt it.
Probably sold 100 copies of this movie.
I mean, look it. I'm not like upset I watched it, but it wasn't good. Like, so like in the intro, they're in like this warehouse and they keep doing these camera effects to pretend like it's a larger room than it really is. But I'm like, all you did was clearly move the camera and then redress the set. So it felt like they were going up like different areas. One scene, the guy just moved the camera like this. You could see he's just lifting it to make it seem like they're going up an elevator. It's like, this is this is not good.
He's supposed to be an ex-freedom fighter.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Well, and it took him 10 minutes to get sucked. Like, these people come in, and they're just like, he goes, oh, no.
Yeah,
Because, like, they come in, I'm not going back
Yep.
into it, right? This kind of thing. And then it just does, she's like, there's a doctor he's with, and it's really sad because she's just like, okay, we'll give you some medicine. And they open, like, this little mini fridge, and there's nothing in it except for, like, 2 vials. And I'm like, oh, this is pathetic. It's either the most rundown hospital or, like, it's clearly not a hospital. And then, like, it does, like, this thing where she's just like, I think you should think about it. And then it does just, like I said, like a PowerPoint edit. And all of a sudden, he's just, like, jabbing a punching bag. Doom, doom, doom. Then he goes and talks to her. She's like, I think you're making the right decision. He then walks out on the street, talks to this homeless guy who's clearly not homeless. He's just old and wearing raggedy clothing. And he's like, do you have any spare antidotes or something like that? Like, as if it's, like, drugs. Like, you know, like, oh, everyone's fighting for this antidote. And he goes, go down to the building, 5 blocks on the right.
I really hope you're right. Listen, go that way, 5 blocks down. Ask for Emma. Tell her David sent you. No, man. Don't spread the word too much.
Are you with the company?
Not quite.
Well, thanks anyway.
Tell her I sent you or some crap like that. So it's like he's supposed to be like you said, a freedom fighter. He's the man of the people. Well, he's dead. David, you're dead at the end of this, okay? So yes, I'm assuming he's not in Molly, the original movie. But now I have to go find the original one.
Good luck with that.
This was bad. I appreciate you watching it and taking a bullet for us.
Yeah, look at either way. I'll watch the other one next week. We'll recap that, and then we'll break out all the other ones I have left. You guys can pick 2 more, and then we'll go from there.
I don't see it says Rotten Tomatoes. Tomato meter says 1 review, and audience score says fewer than 50 rated, so it doesn't even have anything on here.
Looks bad. Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it has a $400,000
kinda-
budget.
it's
Why
not-
would you even review
it's
it?
not even
What kind of
on here, yeah.
reviewers, guy that reviews,
Kill 'em.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I just hope in the original one, right? I'm assuming probably 2019. They probably made it the year before because it's not like this had a long production cycle. That Michael J. Fox is not the cameraman in that one as well. 'cause-
Well, I have Kill Mode 2019 here, and then Kill Mode 2020, so it's the same exact name.
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out another time. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this,
Okay.
right? We don't want to talk about this crap anymore. It wasn't bad. If you're trying to waste 90 minutes, maybe you're cooking, you just need some noise in the background. Pop this puppy in, find your local Dollar Tree, and it'll be there for $1.25. There was like 8 copies of this.
Oh,
by the
okay.
way, yeah. So Dollar Tree went in hot. They probably bought 8 copies for like $6, so they're making a couple bucks here. You guys got anything else?
I
No, I think we
don't.
should just
I'm
let it
over
go.
with kill mode.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was Kill Mode by, who made it? By RLJE Films.
Oh, Jesus.
Until next time, I'll do another movie review. I guess just stay tuned.
Work.